Robert and Kyle work for the Pittsburgh Fire Department, and there's only one thing they look forward to more than putting out the latest fire: the PFD Annual Fantasy Draft Party. The draft party is always at Benny's Beer Bucket. The food and drinks are always the same, beer and wings. And the draft board is always the same too, black and white and small. Robert noticed that as the guys got older, there were more complaints about not being able to see the picks. Joe ran the league for years but moved, so Robert took over as commish. This was his opportunity to throw the biggest, baddest, and most talked about draft party ever. There wasn't enough time to upgrade from Benny's, but Robert could jazz up the draft board. He discovered an app called Draft Board Genie, which promised to take his draft to the next level with all sorts of nifty features. He chose the jumbo option with 10 teams and 17 rounds, typed the league's name across the top, added a stand, and even changed the colors to black and yellow. When Kyle passed by and saw what Robert was up to, he insisted on adding a Fire Helmet League logo. Then he added everyone's team names and some graphics too. Kyle even used his iPad to take candid and often embarrassing pics of his league mates for display right on the draft board. During the draft, everyone commented about how much effort was put into the new draft board. "Thank goodness I can finally read all those picks without walking up to the draft board," said the chief. Even strangers asked where he got the fancy draft board. "BrunosDraftKits" was the reply. And 10 minutes later, one of those strangers came back with his iPhone and showed Robert the draft board he designed for Benny's Beer Bucket Draft Party next week.